Um, I believe this should be back on. I was currently having a bad network rundown. So as we are looking at the market right now, that this fair value gap was violated. Also, this second fair value gap was violated. Like I said, if the fair value gap closes below, if the price of the market closes below a fair value gap, then we can see this is an invalid fair value gap. But like I said, if it was me in my own case, this was the this was a candle I can believe to have possibly been my fair value gap if I was going to trade the silver bullet session. If I was going to trade the silver bullet session, this will be my valid fair value gap. But I said here was a fair value gap that was respected, but the market closed right below the fair value gap, which is invalid again. But this fair value gap was was somehow valid. So whatever the case might be, we are still on the third day. I think since today is Wednesday, we are still on the third day of testing the silver bullet session of for each day. So for me, like I said earlier, this is the fair value gap that I think is valid for me, not this. And I said some will anticipate the trade right here. So if maybe you've made your if possibly you've made your trade right here and it's failed, you can decide to make a trade again right here. You can make a trade right here. And advisably, I used to say risk 1% or 0.5% for each trade to be able to adapt and understand how this market works. So for me, if it was me, this was a possible fair value gap that I was going to anticipate. Like I said, some people might want to enter the fair value gap that came around here. But for me, the valid fair value gap I saw already was this. From the starting of my previous video, you can see because this is the second part of the live stream, so I'm still watching. I can't ever I can't I don't I have no evidence to say what I have seen today is right. It's the market that is going to say, to tell me if my analysis was right or wrong. That is something you should understand. You are not the one to tell you to tell if this analysis that you made and place a trade is right. The market will tell you if you were right or wrong. It will tell you, and to show up and show you what went wrong, what have you missed. All it will show you in that market condition. So for now, if I was trading today on the silver bullet session, this is a possible fair value gap to anticipate. This is the first fair value gap. Let's look at Nasdaq. We still have 12 minutes to go. I am having an issue with my I'm having an issue. I'm having an issue with my router, to be honest. And always and always messes up things right at the moment that I want to start the silver bullet session. I apologize. I'm waiting for the market for the internet to be back on so that I can be able to place in look at what we were trading. So now we have 10 minutes more remaining for the silver bullet session to be over. If I'm right or wrong, if advisable, I will tell you not to. If you are watching this, please do not. If you are watching this, please do not. If you are watching this, please advisably, do not overrisk. That is why I told you that I am just focusing on risking 0.5% because I am not yet what you can call as a very, very profitable trader. I only know one thing, that is I have to be disciplined by following my trade rules. Sometimes I actually break them, but majority of the time I have to adapt to following them, whether I like it or not. Whether I like it or not, I have to adapt to it. This is just very difficult moment for me. I don't know what is happening actually. I don't know what is happening. I pray this doesn't goes off. Um, Let me see. I'm still back. This is yesterday. This is Nasdaq. The reason why I'm leaving my MT5 open because I'll get to know if my internet strength is back or not. This is how I get to know. I pray this doesn't fucks me off. I just pray. I have to waste my time waiting. This is the annoying part of being the citizen of my country. You have to be managing always. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I'm having an issue with my router, to be honest. Can't even go back to my trade. Okay, think we are back. I'll not be able to go to another pair of things right at the moment that I want to. So now we are still onto this. It's still loading because okay, we are fine. We are fine right now. And I need to see this appear. Let me put in another one. Okay. Here it is. We have 5 minutes remaining for the silver bullet session to be over. That is at 17. And I place in my I used to place in my my session when it's going to be over. Let me delete this since we have already identified anything that we need to identify. And for now, I might decide to delete this also because that's crazy. Okay, so if you are on this trade, I believe you should set your first profit target to be at 10 pips around this axis. That is at 73.44. When the market taps into the alert that you've made on your trading view, then you can bring your your stop loss to break even and let the market ride. But for now, we are focusing on this. So let's see, our first profit target should be this. This should be our first profit target. And for me, I have 3 minutes remaining for this session to be over. It doesn't matter if you've made the first trade and this was taken out below, or you can see it respected this. Like I told you that when the market comes to this, the price of the market comes to a fair value gap, I wait and see the two next, the first and the second candle. So possibly for me, if this occurred, my trade will be like around this way. In that case, my first target will be above this candle, and I will leave the market to keep going. The annoying thing about trading is that you might be waiting for long for this market to hit, but it might even take maybe till midnight before your target will be respected. But nevertheless, if you can keep an eye on your trade after every 30 minutes, I think you'll be fine. You should not put your eyes onto the charts for every 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Just wait. If you've made your first take profit targets and applied the alert, then you can leave the trade to keep running. You can leave the profit to keep running. When it comes here, then you can move your stop loss to break even. So They won't move their stop loss to break even. They'll just leave the trade to ride, and it might end up hitting them. But majority of the time, it will always go for the 20 pips. Maximum is 25 to 30 pips, but on a regular basis, it's always 20 pips. Always and always 20 pips. And for now, I will give in 5 minutes more before exiting the market and also the stream. So however this candle does and finish off in 5 minutes, I will be finishing the stream. So we wait and see from your own end to see what this trade is going to be. And do not overtrade, please. Do not overtrade. We are just learning and we are on the application phase. We have not reached the time which we can consider ourselves as the great traders. Even the great traders have spent more years than we've imagined before becoming great, and not our own regular influencers that we see online. Yes, they do create their own success, but there are way more people that are better than them. So we have 3 minutes remaining, or 4 minutes remaining. We have 4 minutes remaining to wait for me to be out of the stream, because we have to wait for 1 hour, and I cannot spend more hours waiting for the take profit. I can't. It's too huge for me. We have two more minutes, and I will be out of the stream, but not out of the trade. I can tell you to go out of the trade. Just make sure that don't make any more trades outside this silver bullet kill zone. You might be successful. You might find your way to a loss. That is why our rule states that you should only make a trade entry within the kill zone. Even you get stopped out, as long as the market price is not outside that kill zone, you can look for a re-entry and make your trade. But once it's outside that kill zone, you should just stop for that day. Still have 1 minute remaining. Still have 1 minute remaining. And thank you for today. I think I will still be uploading this and also uploading my recordings from the morning session. So I didn't technically watch the time because I immediately the silver bullet session was almost over. My PC was running down and the backup power was low also, so I had to exit at that moment. I'm going to show so you can look at the today on the 6th of May 2026. Look at the silver bullet session from the morning, that is from between 9:45 a.m. to 11 a.m. 9:45 a.m. to 11 a.m. You spot the first fair value gap you can see there. Filter out the time frame, both the 9:45 and also the 11 a.m. Then spot the first fair value gap you can see in between those time, and you can, my take profit was 20 pips, so you can see where the market went to. So thank you for today, and I wish you a good trading.